Your CIA and FBI types do massive worldwide voodoo on the people. Pay attention to the chants. They're all through the game. It's subliminal. This is an intelligence building. 3 to 4 times a year, voodoo. Let's get it started.
Lottoriddles intel. We intelling on them. They didn't think I knew that, did they? We intelling on them.
Charmaine Santier from Lottoriddles. How we doing? Here to remind you that there is no space. There are no planets. We are in a sandbox. We're in the center of the universe, surrounded by water. So, it's lies that have plagued us for centuries. There are no planets, no planetary energies. But what I can tell you is there are altars in your intelligence buildings. 3 to 4 times a year, they gotta make sure they whooping you. They beating you down with that voodoo. That's what it is. They have you duped into thinking, well, this is just the way life is. It brings us energies to challenge us and to make us learn less. Listen. They good, right? They pretty good. No, they meeting up, they chanting, they doing what they got to do at their altars to make sure you don't come up in life. You can't win for losing. That's because somebody's putting voodoo on you. They're so afraid of competition. And the competition's a big, big no-no. And so, as soon as you almost have saved up for that thing, you've been waiting, that down payment for that house, something gonna hit you. They're too afraid of somebody getting into power and knocking them out. So they're going to voodoo you down. All right? Listen. You can learn lessons the easy way or the hard way. Wouldn't you want the less traumatic experience? Too much trauma can paralyze you. Voodoo is going to send you through the traumatic way. We always think things have to be so hard and things gotta beat us down and we gotta fight through all it. Look, a lot of this stuff is not natural. You don't have to go through the worst case scenario to get a lesson out. We go through this stuff because of the harsh times we're in. The devil's at their all-time strength. But let's come back to the reality where we can learn things and we don't need therapy every, however many times you take it. Voodoo is meant to beat us down. There is nothing natural about it. This is control. I think this is my favorite game of last generation with the PS4. Xbox One. I did like Rise of the Tomb Raider. they like neck and neck. But you know, this is, I'll say, probably my third favorite game right now. But yeah, this was the perfect setting for me to get this across, because every few months we go through this and I'm like, if only the people knew what they were doing. This is not to say every single solitary person is a part of it. I'm sure they have a division. And as I'm doing this recording, they gearing up right now. They finna do it again. They gotta knock you down. All right. So when you in that Mercury Retrograde, can I say the name? When you in that period, they even give you the date, so you'll know when they gonna practice. You know when they go into the altar. If that ex call, leave the phone ringing. Don't be falling for the crazy stuff. When stuff start happening during this time, you know better now. All right. So I want to show you how they do some of this stuff. So life got you down. Well, remember, you are here. You're a nobody. I mean, totally insignificant. What do you worry about? You're just a little specimen that can't be seen in the world. Like, how that make you feel? Like for real? That again, it's to make you feel like there's nothing special about you. This stuff is coded in beat you down. Constant conditioning. This is all made up. Got me? Now I know a lot of you tarot card readers, horoscope, and or zodiac enthusiasts may want my neck, but I'm just going to show you how they're duping you. By the way, a lot of tarot cards have sexual subliminals in them. It's everywhere. I can break that down, no worries, but that's for another time. This is how they duping you. The energies are real. You have to discern between whether it's voodoo or not. Somebody can easily send something your way. So again, I call them energetic influences. You can put any faceplate to the energy. Any faceplate. What do I mean by that? Say what you've learned about space. It's all a lie. But if they want to get you to believe in space, they can just put the space faceplate on top of the energies. So when they're talking about your Mercury, your Pluto, your Mars, those are just faceplates. If you feel the energy and know the energies, then you're going to assume that the planets must be real along with it. You see? So if I take space away, take this entire lie away, I can put something else to it. Like I can say, hey, I have a North Node in Charmander. I can say Pikachu has just went direct. Mercury Squirtle or something. I can go Pokemon edition with the energies. So if they want you to believe something, they can just latch it on to the truth. So when you see this truth, you're going to take all of it and say, yeah, all of this must be correct. That's the game in it. All right. That's how they run game. And then they can slide in some voodoo and keep whooping you behind, and you think some planet is rotating around you, causing some kind of energy to make your life a living. You get where I'm going. That's how they play you. So in energetic influences, I'm sure we can find a shorter name. Pokemon edition, Squirtle Retrograde is mass voodoo put on the people by the intelligence agency so that you can stay down and out, and the Illuminati doesn't have to worry about anybody taking their spot. I'm trying to put y'all on game. They get down like this. Does that make Pokemon real because you feel the energies? That's all I'm saying. Y'all, it's fake.
Hissing sound that tried to invade me earlier.
So for the time being, until they get found out about, let's talk solutions. One right off the bat I know is to wear black. They do it. Head to toe, top to bottom. Put on black clothes. I mean, to your extent. Sleep with black sheets. Black is a cloak. It's the light absorber. So if you dressed in black, it can cloak you from these energies. Make life a lot less hectic through these times. So I stay drenched in it. You sort of camouflage in yourself. Another thing you can do is become nocturnal. I know that's not feasible for a lot of people, but the energies are less harsh at nighttime. They probably squirming right now. Yeah, daytime it'll hit you 2 to 3 times as hard. So if that's within your capabilities, I would suggest that. Make sure you're showering or bathing every day. You want to get in a pool or do any kind of water activity. Any kind of energy that's on you, it washes it away. Water is that purifier. So you definitely don't want to be going without showers for days during Mercury Retrograde. You'll have anxiety. You'll be everything will be happening to you. You'll be wondering what's a series of unfortunate events. You want to stay clean. You want to stay drenched in water. You ain't got to overdo it, but just know, it washes that energy off. Plan ahead. Plan like a hurricane. It don't have to be that severe, but make sure your bills are paid. Make sure the food looking right. You know what I'm saying? Don't sleep on leisure. You need leisure a lot in that. Get your. I hate to try to fund companies, but get your little streaming platform subscription ready so you can binge watch. You want to brace for the hit, so to speak. I wouldn't schedule any major appointments around that time, but I would expect more money to come out of my pocket. Like you might have to tap into that rainy day fund. If you can go ahead and prepare and leave as much stuff out of the way during that time frame, that's your best bet. You want to cut your losses. Please, for the love of God, your sanity and your wallet, cover those dang mirrors up. This one thing that infuriates me so much. I hate the whole mirror site. I'm gonna do a video on that. Cover those mirrors. Any mirrors made of glass. Glass is very dangerous material. It's very demonic. It's a demonic portal. You probably heard that before. Put those mirrors away, cover them up. And if spend minimal time in front of the mirror. And if you just have to use a mirror, because I know it's so ingrained in our daily life, shine a light on that thing. You shine a light. I sleep with the lights on. I'm gonna be real. Light wards out those negative energies. All right. Don't ever be sleeping at night with the mirror up, especially in the dark, and especially don't have like a mirror facing each other at night. Mirror, I'm gonna go into that. I don't want to go too deep into it, but mirror is a huge hindrance they have on the people, and I'm specifically talking about glass mirrors. Get rid of those mirrors, cover them up, do away with them. All right, this next one a little funny. You know how people they like burn sage to kind of cleanse the energies or whatever. Get you a vacuum with a hose. Take the hose and go around a room and suck all of the air, the energy, just like you would with a sage. Take the hose of a vacuum and just suck it. Look, I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. You ever want to clean the energy, just vacuum the area. Use the hose and go around the room. I'm just saying, you might want to get rid of the ghosties. That's all, you know. You want to pray the voodoo away. You want to send back the sender. You know, there's power in the tongue. Can you imagine if everybody around the world did that on some Goku spirit bomb type stuff? We all sending all our energy. They may crumble under that. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, man, I'm getting omens like heck. That might be the answer right there. There's horns blowing. Y'all, this might be something we need to start. You know, it is what it is. They started this. They gonna lie about the dates now. But I'm gonna be on that behind. They ain't gonna be able to hide it too long. Don't stop working on your goals, your creative endeavors. If you're an entrepreneur, in fact, this is the time to go harder, because that's what they're trying to stop. So, you know, go harder, you know, do your thing. I was strained, you know, go even harder to compensate. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. This other one I kind of hinted on already, and that's, you know, stay away from exes, stay away from old toxic relationships, anything that surfaces that, you know, you've been got over that. You don't go, if you gonna get back with your ex, make sure it's out of the time frame of Mercury Retrograde. So that's how you know if it's real. Some people actually do get back together and they succeed. Lock them out of those dates though. Don't do it within those dates. And basically anything toxic, if you got that toxic family member and hey, with these, it's about 2-3 weeks, I don't want nothing to do with you. Keep it like that. Another thing, if you like to drink or get high or do something that helps you cope along those lines, I'm not saying do it. What I'm saying is, I'm not saying not to do it. So you got your go-to thing. I mean, I'm just telling you, I'm not saying not to do it, but I'm not telling you not to do it. It's whatever. But yeah, make sure to dumb out and have fun. I mean, this is against us. We didn't ask for this, and we got criminals doing this. They just ain't found out about yet. They gonna get found out about. So, play 2K or something. Watch that new movie. I be chilling, man. I be needing break days. So don't leisure. That's the best time for leisure to me. All right, I don't want to go too long. This is my gloves off year. I gotta keep it coming. So I gotta make sure you come back and see me. Come back and see me. I got some stuff coming.